never say that this is where I'm at and this is where I'm going to stay, because the ashes, if the phoenix can rise from the ashes, so can you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just got off the road and I'm kind of was listening to a conversation in a cab when I was coming home, and it kind of dawned on me to say that be kind to people. Be kind to people. If you have nothing good to say, then say nothing, because at the end of the day, we're all struggling, and you never know what your word of kindness or inspiration may do to somebody in character building or any, and you never know the negative word that you say, what it might do to destroy someone's inner being. So be kind to people. If you don't have like a good word to say, you can always just pass people. You never know what somebody is going through, and whatever you say to people can either increase their spirit or bless them in such a way that you just change their whole mentality on a situation or whatever. And in the same way, you can say something to somebody and you just tear them down worse than how they were already actually feeling. So just be kind to people. Just stay positive, be positive, live positive. And sometimes we're all going through stuff. There are days when, even for me, there are days when it's like I can't focus, especially coming out of a situation where I was mentally depressed. Like, I didn't want to talk to nobody, I didn't want to see nobody. I didn't even like daytime. I like the night, because that's when the place is silent, you don't hear nobody, you don't get nobody distracting you with phone calls, text messaging, whatever, trying to find out if you're alright. There are days when you're going to feel crippled, you're going to feel like you can't go on, you're going to feel like you can't push. But let me tell you something about perseverance. You see, once you have a dream, a goal, any aspirations, go after them. Don't let nobody tell you what you can or what you can't do, because at the end of the day, you only have yourself to live with. I'm coming out of a situation like a year and a half or two, a year and a half ago, and I didn't know I could rise. I didn't know that I could step from the depression that I was in, the bondage. I didn't know myself. I didn't feel worthy. I didn't love myself like how I used to go out about me. I mean, I was mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually depressed. Because let me tell you something, when you're in that state of depression, you can't pray, you can't read a Bible, because there's no focus and there's no need. It's like, Lord, I'm just existing, I don't even want to talk to God. I can tell you, I know what it is like to just totally give up, like, yo, I'm just here existing. I know it's morning, I know it's night, I don't even care what day it is. I know those days. And if you are having those days or a series of those days, you're not less than anybody. We all have something that we have to grow from. We all have something that we have to gain knowledge about, to know that, yo, this is where my strength is going to come from. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be like that anymore. I don't want to be that person anymore. We all have to rise from the ashes. We all have to have a testimony, because without a testimony, without a trial, there is no testimony, and without the testimony, you don't claim your victory. Anything you set your mind to, do it. You can do it. I'm telling you, I had days where I didn't want to see nobody. I didn't want to speak to nobody. Yeah, I had those days. I had the days when I didn't want to talk to nobody. I just don't want it. Just let me be. Yeah, you have to push. You have to push yourself mentally, physically, because when you don't want to get out of bed, you have to try, you have to force yourself, you have to push. You know what got me back was God telling me, this is not your end. You have a purpose to fulfill. You have, in the dream, I got all my talents, all the skill areas that I have, and him telling me all of those not going to be wasted. I'm telling you, you can do it. Just believe in yourself. You need family. If you don't have family, you need a strong set of persons around you that you can relate to, can relate to your situation. There is no way that you can do it alone, because alone you're going to want to stay in that state of mind where you say, I can't bother, I can't do it, I just just have to give up. But when you have people around you that are pushing you and say, yes, I believe in you, yes, you can do it, yes, this is how, it's one step at a time. Steve Harvey have a book called Jump. Jump. Just take a leap. If you can't jump, crawl, creep. Just make a step. Nothing lasts forever. So the state that you're in right now, you may be saying, yeah, I can't go on, I can't push through, I can't go through, I can't do it. You can do it. You can do it. Talk about your situation. Get it out of your system. Oh, I did it. I met persons that I haven't seen before. You can meet people at the park. You can meet people in a cab. Just randomly say, can I talk to you? And trust me, people will want to listen. You don't know them, so you just empty whatever is bothering you on them. Get a little advice, and then you're on your merry way. Nobody will come and say, guess what you told me last night, because you don't know them. Probably they share it with their family, but hey, you don't know them and you're not seeing them again, so what's the biggie? Talk. If you can't talk, write. Type it out, cry it out. Just get it out of your system and move forward. I never knew I would reach here. If I had to go on the road, I had anxiety problem and nobody knew about it because I didn't talk about it. I just pressed forward. If I'm going on the road, I'm nervous, but I had family that I could bounce on and that would tell me, hey, you can't live your life like this. And you actually cannot. It's so heavy. It's like you're living 3-4 different characters and yourself still not in the picture. So that's 5 persons. You can, even if you've been to the lowest, you can rise. There's nothing that you can't pull through. Nothing. From you have the will and the desire to go forward, you can press forward. Get some positive people. Look at somebody that inspires you. Follow what they do, follow their lead. You're not cloning anybody, or you don't want to be a replica, but find somebody positive in an industry that you say, well, I want to strive there. Find somebody positive and watch how, they do things, like one step at a time. You don't have to, boom, well, I'm out of depression today, let's start this tomorrow. No, it doesn't go like that. And like I said, you need encouragement. You need, if you're not getting encouragement, listen to positive songs, listen to, preachers giving encouragement, listen to somebody else's testimony, because testimonies come to, help each other along. You're probably looking at me and saying, I don't know what I'm talking about, but let me tell you something. I've been through hell, and I mean literal hell to the point where you look up and you see nobody. You know who you see? You see God, and you see family. Being in a situation where there's no alternative, only person that can push you through is God. So I know what I'm talking about. Never just say, oh, this is it for me. Never say that this is where I'm at and this is where I'm going to stay. Because the ashes, if the phoenix can rise from the ashes, so can you. Sometimes you look and you say, Lord, why me? Why do I have to go through this? Why? But then why not you? Because sometimes, he's putting you through a phase to use you as a tool to go out and, reach to somebody else. But don't rush it. Like, it won't happen overnight. You won't be the person today and then get up tomorrow and I'm like, oh my God, this is me, yeah. No, it won't work like that. You'll be fine today, and tomorrow you bawl. The other day you cry. The other day you may not want to see anybody. It won't happen overnight. But the greatest part is you're taking a step to get over it. Don't give up on you. Because if God is not through with you, it doesn't make any sense. You are through with yourself. You understand? Just try, stay focused, try to push through. Speaking, I was in a situation where, I was doing business, like real, legit business with friends, and I mean like ride or dies, and the bros, and the sis, and the fam, and we eat together, we drive together, we do weekends together, we do trips together, we do vacations together, and whatever, everything. And, something happened, and I got the downfall. It should have happened to all of us, but it just happened to me. it happened to me, and like for a very long time I was like, Lord, why me, why, like there's so much happening, there's so much that everybody, you know, should have hold their own responsibility or whatever, but at the end of the day it was just me. And it took me a while to, you know, accept it. It took me a while, and it had to be God who brought me out of the situation and allowed me. And this is it, when you're out of your situation, those persons that, you know, fled when you were down, they're always going to try and come back. But let me tell you something, sister. Run. Don't jog, don't walk, run. Because if you're not there with me when I'm down and when I'm out, you can't be with me when I'm in my glory stages. It's not possible. When you look up and all you can see is God, and you have no alternative but to say, God, help. Cry if you have to, bawl if you have to, talk to God. You don't have to God like, hey Lord, it's me again, I want to God. Talk to him like you're talking to a friend. Relate to him like it's just a normal conversation. Because guess what, if tears are a language that God understands, there's no way on earth that he won't understand your local language. Build a friendship with him, read your Bible, stay connected, because without that connection, let me tell you, without the connection, you lose it, you snap at everything, you just have a give up personality. Like if something don't work once, you're like, yo, whatever, I'm over that. But you see, when you have a connection with God, if it don't work one way, you go to me and say, Lord, look, even when persons are saying, yo, allow that or leave that and whatever, God comes in mysterious ways. He'll come and he'll give you a dream. You'll get a phone call to say, yo, let me try again. Let me go this route again. Never give up on you. Try to keep your peace, so that whenever he talks, you'll hear. And his voice above everything else is what matters. Just stay true to yourself. Build you one brick at a time. There's no rush, there's no deadline. Just know that you have a purpose and you're going to fulfill it. That's all. And the best thing that you can do is live the best life that you can. And even when you come out of your depression or your state, encourage somebody. It feels so good when you're encouraging somebody else, because you know that you had, you know, such a rough time. So when you can say, I was there, when you're relatable and you have, you know, knowledge of what you're talking about, then you can say to somebody, I was there, I know it feels, I know what you're going through, but I made it out, and you can make it out too. You can make it out. You can make it out. So stay blessed, stay true to yourself, and I hope that this video connected to somebody. I'll leave my email address in my description. You can email me, you can talk to me if you need a word of encouragement or anything else. I'm here. Alright, so for all you newcomers, subscribe to my channel, like, share this, because you never know who may need it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.